the beginning of the story, we see a small town in America called Paradise. This is a true story that begins on the evening of November 7th, 2018. At this time, a man named Kevin, who works as a school bus driver, is dropping children at their homes. After finishing his route, he parks the bus in the garage and asks his boss if he can get some overtime this month. But his boss says, there are many senior workers here. If overtime is needed, seniors will get preference first. If we still need someone, I will let you know. When Kevin reaches home, he gets a call from the doctor who is treating his dog. The doctor tells him that his dog's cancer has spread throughout the body. He says Kevin must make a decision soon and that the best option is to put the dog to sleep. Feeling disturbed, Kevin spends the last remaining hours with his dog. But then he finds out that his son did not go to school again today, which makes him even more worried. His son makes new excuses every day to avoid school. Kevin tries to explain that education is very important. His son knows that Kevin never completed his own studies, so he says, "You also dropped out of school. What will happen if I do the same?" Kevin replies angrily, "Are you crazy? I had no choice back then. You are getting an opportunity. Why are you repeating my mistake?" But his son, annoyed, turns the music volume up. Kevin works day and night to keep his family happy. He wants his son to live a better life. Feeling sad, Kevin takes his dog to the doctor. With a heavy heart, Kevin tells the doctor to put him to sleep, saying he cannot watch him suffer anymore. The next day, the weather suddenly becomes very bad. Strong winds begin to blow, and the storm does not stop. Suddenly, a power pole explodes, and electric wires fall onto the dry mountains. Within moments, fire spreads everywhere. That same morning, when Kevin reaches work, he notices that the sky looks dark. As usual, he takes the bus to drop children at school. At the same time, the fire department receives a call from a truck driver reporting a fire in the mountains. The entire department becomes active and rushes to the location.
Okay, I think I see what you're seeing.
Warville, engine 2161, engine 2176 responding.
Soon, they see flames. On the way, Mackenzie calculates that facing the fire directly will be very dangerous and decides backup teams are needed. Meanwhile, Kevin is doing his duty when he receives a call from his mother. She tells him that Sean is very sick and needs to be taken to the hospital immediately. The fire team gets closer to the flames. Kevin calls his mother before dropping the bus for service and asks her to check if Sean has a high fever. At the same time, he sees black clouds of smoke and ash moving toward them. He quickly goes to buy medicine for his son. To reduce damage, the fire chief orders the electricity of the entire city to be shut down. But by now, the fire has become extremely dangerous. Many houses are already burning, and people are desperately trying to escape. Seeing people coming out of burning houses, Hopkins realizes the situation is out of control and calls medical teams. While heading home, Kevin gets a call from Ruby ordering him to bring the bus back to the garage immediately because the fire is spreading. But Kevin is more worried about his son than his job, so he stops at the pharmacy first. When he comes out, the smoke is thicker. Trying to save his job, he starts driving toward the garage. Meanwhile, the fire chief learns that trucks cannot reach the fire area, so he requests airplanes for help. Fire trucks begin rescuing people instead. Hopkins realizes he cannot evacuate everyone in time, so he stops near a small pond and tells people to jump into the water. He tries to keep everyone calm. At headquarters, wind direction shows that Paradise City will soon be affected. An evacuation order is issued, but power failure causes traffic signals to stop working. Due to strong winds, aircraft cannot control the fire. Teachers begin searching for ways to send children home. Kevin receives a call from his ex-wife Linda, who has learned that Sean is sick. She angrily blames Kevin and hangs up. Kevin panics, stops the vehicle, and calls his son, but there is no answer. He immediately turns the bus toward his house. At school, Mary is sending children with their parents. For those whose parents did not come, she asks the principal what to do. The principal calls the garage requesting a bus. Ruby asks which driver is nearby, and Kevin volunteers. When Kevin reaches the school, he honks, but no one hears it. He runs into the classroom and asks Mary to help bring the children. Mary thinks he cannot handle so many children alone, so she gets on the bus too. They search for the shortest and fastest route. Traffic jams are everywhere, so Kevin drives in the wrong lane. A fire truck almost collides with them, but they narrowly escape. Small fires are burning along the roadside, but they reach a safer area. Ruby tries to contact Kevin on the radio, but there is no response. Soon, Paradise City is ordered to fully evacuate. Ruby and other staff leave the garage to save their lives. During the journey, Kevin talks to Mary to calm himself. Mary shares that she has lived in paradise her entire life, while Kevin left in his youth and returned only after his father's death. Mary thinks about her 15-year-old son Jake and her husband to stay calm. She reassures the children. They learn the hospital is also on fire. Ray sends teams to rescue patients and learns the fire is spreading faster than expected. Roads are jammed because people abandon vehicles. Kevin learns the highway is blocked and panics, calling his son again with no answer. He worries because his mother cannot drive. As fire approaches, Kevin asks Mary to take the wheel and gets out to clear traffic. After clearing the way, they move forward, believing they are close to the school. But they see the school already burning. Mary realizes no parents are there. She tells Kevin they must go to another city. Children panic, thinking they will never see their parents again. Mary tries to calm them. As they head toward a highway, a power line snaps and falls, causing accidents. Kevin breaks through a wooden wall to escape and reaches the highway, which is completely destroyed. Firefighters and police risk their lives to save people. Armed men begin looting vehicles and try to take the bus. Kevin swerves aggressively and escapes. In another city, Ruby searches for Kevin. Parents panic when they hear he has not arrived. Kevin reaches a workshop where he once worked and knows a road behind it leads out of town. But a child falls ill due to smoke. Mary searches for water, finds bottles, and escapes a gunman just in time. The bus reaches a narrow dirt road crossing a valley. Kevin realizes they are trapped in the fire zone. There is no rescue coming. Kevin decides the only option is to wait inside the bus. He creates cloth masks, seals vents, and prays. Firefighters struggle for hours. Ray decides to focus on rescuing people instead of fighting fire. As fire approaches, Kevin uses fire extinguishers to buy time. The engine fails but restarts. Kevin drives through the flames with full speed. They escape the fire and reach the road safely. The bus arrives at a refugee center, and children reunite with parents. Mary hugs Kevin in gratitude. Kevin finds his mother safe and learns Sean was rescued by Linda. The next day, Kevin returns home to find everything burned. Holding an old photo, he sees Sean run toward him and hug him. Kevin realizes it is not too late to be a good father.